Microsoft is working on its own upscaling technology for Xbox. A new FPS Boost game seemingly got revealed, and there is a new announcement for a day one indie game coming to Xbox Game Pass that looks pretty interesting. So as we know, with the Xbox Series X and S, Microsoft already has its own technologies that were first utilized on the consoles and are now being brought over to PC, mainly the auto HDR feature and the direct storage feature. Well, it looks like Microsoft is going to continue down this route and look to bring AI upscaling to games firstly on Xbox in order to make sure that we are going to continuously get high resolution with good frame rates for our games throughout this entire generation. So in terms of these types of features right now, there's already NVIDIA's DLSS, AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, which we know as well is going to be accessible to developers on the Xbox consoles. And then there's even Epic's Temporal Super Resolution. And recently Microsoft has been looking for more people, more engineers to come in and try to come up with a solution for direct ML, machine learning and AI upscaling, saying here, Xbox is leveraging machine learning to make traditional rendering algorithms more efficient and to provide better alternatives. The Xbox graphics team is seeking an engineer who will implement machine learning algorithms in graphics software to delight millions of gamers, work closely with partners to develop software for future machine learning hardware, make a big impact in computer graphics and gaming. So this is great news. I mean, it gives us another reason why I don't think we will see a console refresh halfway through the life cycle like we did with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Firstly, obviously these consoles are already much more powerful out of the gate and much more capable. And then with something like this, if they are able to engineer a awesome implementation, they are going to be able to keep a console like the Xbox Series S running games great with high resolutions and great frame rates. Then you have the Xbox Series X, which obviously is much more powerful, but would be able to utilize this as well. Overall, I think Microsoft has just done a great job with the technology they've put in the console, with the stuff they've brought over, auto HDR, FPS boost, direct storage, the velocity architecture, all of that kind of stuff that they have been touting as a reason to pick up this console. And I think they've been proving that they are much more than just buzzwords. Now, moving on here to something that I think is going to be pretty exciting for a lot of people, especially the Dark Souls fans out there. It seems like Xbox Italia accidentally leaked the next game that is going to be getting an FPS boost, and that is Dark Souls 3. I think a lot of people have been wanting Dark Souls games to get FPS boost for a while, and it looks like, hey, they've been listening and this may be coming. Now, this is just a leak. Could have been by accident. We don't know when this announcement will be or if there will be an announcement, but I am guessing that this isn't going to be the only game that they're going to announce with the next FPS boost announcement. They're probably going to have a huge slate of games that come over, or at least a handful. And if Dark Souls 3 is a part of that, I think it will make a lot of people happy. And then finally, a kind of surprise announcement about an indie game that is going to be making its way onto Xbox Game Pass on day one. And it is a game called Omno. They put out this trailer and they put out this article on Xbox Wire. It's an adventure game with puzzles and secrets, and you're going to be fighting creatures and things like that. And overall, I mean, from watching the trailer, graphically and everything, it looks pretty cool, pretty unique. It looks like it could be a ton of fun, especially if the puzzles are interesting and keep your mind working throughout the entire game. It's going to be dropping on July 29th on day one. So I mean, hey, on Xbox Game Pass, there is nothing to lose by trying it out. And it's cool that they are getting some more of these indie games that we would probably never discover coming onto Xbox Game Pass. So at the end of July, there's going to be this game here, Omno, and there's going to be The Ascent. So two big indie games that are going to be dropping that I think could keep us interested for weeks to come. Now, in terms of how this game got on to Xbox Game Pass, the developer here says, when the team from ID at Xbox got in touch with me about Omno, that was a real moment where I thought, wow, things are kind of getting serious now. The support the Xbox team has shown me in helping to get my solo dev project out there to the wider gaming audience has been amazing, and I'm so happy that Omno will be available with Xbox Game Pass, both console and PC from day one, so I can share it with as many people as possible. See my game in the Xbox Game Pass library alongside so many incredible games is going to be a surreal experience. And I think this is a great thing that Xbox does with ID at Xbox. We've seen the complaints about the indie developers when it comes to the PlayStation Store and how it really is hard to get their games noticed and out there and promoted on their storefront. With Xbox, at the very least, if you put your indie game on Xbox Game Pass, you get access to so many people instantly, and you're gonna be able to have the chance that people are going to download it just because it's on Game Pass and they want to try it out. It looks like an interesting title, and it's been proven that people play a lot more variety of games when it comes to Xbox Game Pass than if that service wasn't available. It isn't just a service for co-op multiplayer games or games as a service games. It is a service for obscure indie games as well, where people try them out. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Microsoft working on AI upscaling technique for the Xbox consoles. Let me know what FPS Boost games you want to see in the next batch, and are you excited if Dark Souls 3 is a part of that list? And are you going to be trying out that new indie game called Omno coming onto Xbox Game Pass on July 29th? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you like what you see throughout this video, you found it entertaining, you found it informative, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to help this channel grow and help grow this community so we can have great conversations in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.